Good morning, student. I hope you all are good. Yesterday in our live class, we have discussed characteristics of chordates, and today we will start all the subphylums of chordate. Okay, so basically chordate divided into three subphylum. First one is urochordate, second one is cephalochordate, and third one is vertebrate. Okay, so today we will start urochordata and cephalochordata. Urochordata and cephalochordata, they both are known as protochordata. Okay, so in protochordate we will discuss first about urochordate, and another name of urochordata is tunicata. Clear? So you can see on your screen about urochordata. Uro means tail, chordata means rod. It means that notochord is present only in tail region. Clear? So in this particular subphylum, we observe that notochord is only present in tail of larva. They grow, these organisms will grow by the retrogressive metamorphosis, and after retrogressive metamorphosis, when larva changed into metamorphosed into adult stage, that time that particular organism lost his tail region. Clear? So in larval stage, tail is present only in larval stage. Adults are not having tail. So where notochord is present? Only in tail region. It means that in adults, if tail is not present, so definitely notochord is also not present. Clear? So in their whole life, notochord is not persistent. Only in larval stage, only in tail region notochord is present. Okay, so presence of notochord is a characteristic of chordata. That's why urochordates belong to chordate. Okay, so another term we are using it for protochordates. Clear? So second thing is about central nervous system. They lost during metamorphosis, mean that when larval stage metamorphosed to adult stage, that time only they lost their central nervous system and it changed into a ganglion part. Clear? So third point is about them. Body is covered by leathery test or tunic. I am going to show you one structure related with them. This is the adult structural form of herd mania. One of the example of urochordate herd mania, and larval stage of herd mania is known as Ascidian tadpole larva. You have to note down this point. The larval stage of herd mania is known as the Ascidian tadpole larva. Okay, so this is the larval stage of herd mania, Ascidian tadpole larva. So in tadpole larva stage, herd mania is having tail, but when tadpole metamorphosed into adult stage, that time herd mania lost his tail. If tail is not present, you can see this is a stumped structure of herd mania. So that time you can observe that if tail is not present, so definitely notochord is also not present in adult stage. Clear? Whole body is covered by a one leathery appearance, and this leathery appearance is known as the tunica. Clear? Tunic. Clear? One of the important thing about it, tunic is formed from the tunicin and also known as animal cellulose. Okay, so this test or tunic is made up of animal cellulose. That's why this subphylum is also known as the tunicata. Clear? Two apertures you can see at the top. One side branchial aperture and another side atrial aperture is present. Clear? It is attached with a substratum, and this region you can see on your screen. It's known as the foot. So it is a structure of herd mania. Herd mania is another name of herd mania is sea squid. Clear? If we discuss about the another point related with urochordate, they are having the numerous gill slits or stigmata. Clear? So lateral wall of pharynx, so you can understand that pharyngeal gills are present, gill slits are present. That's why also one more characteristic of chordate, presence of pharyngeal gill slits. Next point is the lined cavity of their body. Ectodermal lined cavity is known as the atrium. Excretion occurs by neural glands. Glands are present in their body surface, and from there only they show the process of excretion. Clear? And one important point, as I told you already, what it is, it's of retrogressive metamorphosis. Clear? Retrogressive metamorphosis, you can see here it is present, and they are exclusively present in marine water bodies. That's why their habitat is marine area. They are sedentary and filter feeder. Filter feeder means they are not having the specific type of buccal cavity, so that time they show the process of filter feeding. Okay, and one of the point which has not mentioned here, I am going to tell you that urochordates are hermaphrodite. Okay, they are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means they are unisexual. Male and female sex organs are present in same body, but they prefer to go for the external fertilization. Clear? Cross fertilization. Why is this so? Because they show the process of protogynous. Protogynous. What is protogynous, children? Protogynous means female part gets be ready earlier than the male part. Okay, means female gonads develop early as comparative to male gonads. Clear? If female gonads develop early, it means that they are easily show the cross fertilization. Mean that if herd mania show the protogynous, means female part gets to be mature early as comparative to male part. So that time if one body is releasing female part, maybe the another one release sperm, so that time external fertilization can take place in case of herd mania. Okay, so you have to learn this thing that they are hermaphrodite, but due to the protogynous condition they show the cross fertilization. Okay, or development is indirect. Indirect means egg, then fertilization, afterwards what stage will come? Larva stage, then adult stage. Okay, so that is known as the indirect development. Larva name already mentioned to you. So I hope urochordate clear. Examples are herdmania, salpa, dolilum, acidia. These are the few examples of urochordate. Okay, so now we will discuss about the next phylum in our next video. Thank you, children.